Wow.
Okay, are we live? Are we fucking live? I hope we are live.
I am double checking now.
Jesus Christ, that took forever to set up. I had to fucking... Can you, First of all, can you turn down a bit? I'm getting a lot of echo on your end.
Oh, sorry.
I had to hook up the Xbox One for the first time in months. I had to hook that up to the Elgato, and then I had to configure that, and then I found out, hey, the batteries in my Xbox One controller are dead, so I had to go downstairs and grab some of those.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, fun is one word for it. Anyway.
I've always said it would not be a Haseo stream if something didn't go wrong. But this is too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, man.
Alright, let's, Alright. Doesn't look like it's going to let me, share the actual view of this, so you guys are going to have to tune in. Stream and have a little bit of play.
Okay, fucking dog.
Way ahead of you on that part.
You can't connect your...
I don't care about playing on Xbox Live for a single-player game! Just let me play! Okay,
you cannot play this game because it requires Xbox Live.
First of all, just question, guys. Are we going to go with the enhanced graphics or the original graphics?
I don't know. What do the enhanced look like?
The enhanced, it just puts a filter over it to blur the pixels together.
Oh. Original, then.
I agree. I'm glad to see you have excellent taste.
Fuck you, too.
I mean, if it just blurs the pixels together...
It's supposed to make it look better on... And by the way, my main file name is arseflap.
I should have expected such a thing.
Alright, what are we going to name this file?
Fuck. Fuck.
No, Twatty Cake will not fit. Damn it! Twatty Cake will not fit. There's not enough there's not enough spaces for. Damn it. Okay. How about since this is a Spooptober Spoopy Day stream.
Decemberween.
Wait, what's the I'm trying to remember what the main character's name in Amnesia: The Dark Descent is.
I've never played Amnesia, so I couldn't tell you.
Played it all the way through, and I kind of understand myself. Amnesia. Be dark.
Alright.
Then. I love that game.
That was actually a game I was required to play for my History of Video Games course, but I didn't play it because I didn't have enough money for it.
And they didn't provide you with
No, they did not provide us with the games we were required to play.
That's stupid.
I agree.
That's the only class I've ever had where the professor actually endorsed piracy in order to complete the course.
His name is Daniel. His name is Daniel. The guy... Daniel.
Okay, Daniel.
That's the name of the protagonist in Amnesia.
Okay, our file name will be Daniel. Alright.
Sweet!
God damn it.
Final stage of Dracula X Chronicles, at least.
Yep.
So it's not entirely lying.
Yeah. And they renamed it to Bloodlines because, in the Japanese version, it, calls it by, you know, the final stage name of, Rondo of Blood, but since we never got Rondo of Blood until Dracula X Chronicles came out, they retitled it to Bloodlines because that was the last Castlevania game to be released before this one, which was on the Sega Genesis. Not counting that fucking disaster Super Nintendo port of Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
And that's just like pure bullshit. got a friend that's like hardcore into Castlevania. He's played through like every Castlevania game, and he had fucking horror stories to tell me about Super Nintendo version of World War 1. Here we go, that legendary
monster.
scene!
You
Die,
don't belong
monster,
in this
you
world.
don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand
that I am once again given flesh.
I was called here.
I was called here by
who
humans
wish to pay
who wish
me
to pay me
tribute.
tribute.
Tribute? You steal
steal
men's
men's
souls
souls
and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you. I fucking love this, and this is one of the reasons why I'm not picking up that Castlevania Requiem collection, because they used the PSP translation instead of this one,
I can
which
live with
not only completely changes the script, but re-records all the dialogue with much more bored-sounding voice actors, and my arch nemesis Yuri Lowenthal as Alucard.
Arch Nemesis Yuri Lowenthal?
It's a running gag in videos and streams of mine that Yuri Lowenthal is like my arch nemesis in voice acting, because he's built a career out of mostly doing the same voice for every character. Although when he does do accents, he's fucking fantastic at it. And I think probably the best role he's ever done was in the recent PS4 Spider-Man, where he plays Spider-Man, and he actually sounds like he's having fun. It's like, for the PSP translation of this, imagine Sasuke as Alucard, because he's using the Sasuke voice.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
And he just sounds like he's sleepwalking through his whole performance. Give me Robert Belgrade any day.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you.
Although Patrick Sides as Dracula is fucking fantastic. Most of the cast is good, if not better, but there's just something about this original dub that's special. Just something that clicks that the PSP translation doesn't have. Welcome, Pico. Alright. It's a shame I can't hear most of this because I had to turn the TV volume down just so. Now we're into the real gameplay. With my boy Alucard!
Excuse me. I've killed a lot of people to earn this title.
Different Alucard. Different Alucard. Plus, this Alucard's not a vampire, he's a zombie.
Is there a difference?
Half human, half vampire.
Why is it called vampire if it's called human shit? Called vampire or whatever?
I didn't come up with the names for this shit.
What exactly was that?
Me meowing because I can.
Because why the fuck not?
Who gave you permission to meow?
Alright, we got our first wall meet of the game. I'm gonna be down here for a little bit, just fucking left grinding on some Merman. Until they start giving out so little XP that doesn't come worth it anymore. Because right now is probably the best time to level grind in the whole game. Up until the very end, right before the fight with Dracula. Because, you know, Nice hit. Plus, this way we can talk about how good this sprite work is for, like, enemy deaths. Some of them, like, decompose when they die, and some of them just spin around and burst into flames. I just love it! So gruesome for a teen-rated game.
Teen-rated games are the best.
I have no idea how much I'm going to get through tonight. I don't know if I'm going to continue this anytime, so this might be a oneer, it might not. Who's seen Castlevania Season 2? Not yet, but, yeah, check it out, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, not
maybe
me
right after
either.
the stream.
And I binged through all of Season 1, like, the day it came out. The sacrifices I make to hear the audio in the game. It's so weird hearing my own voice, like, in this delayed
Yeah, but
version.
unfortunately, Discord doesn't give you an option for sharing console footage. Alright, I feel like that's enough level grinding for now. Now let's just moon dash out of here.
Yeah, it can never seem to, like, do that as quickly as that in any Metroidvania game that I play with that kind of function. Whether it be Castlevania or Shantae or whatever have you.
And Old Man Death himself.
What
But a
is your
horrible night to be
business?
Luigi.
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
to
is
return to
shaping up
house.
to be
But I demand you
really
cease your attack.
fucking,
I will not.
really fucking
You shall
weird. I
regret
mean,
those
Luigi's
words.
dead,
We
Mega
will
Man's
meet
dead,
again.
Mario's dead, Yoshi got arrested for tax fraud.
Waluigi's not even considered.
Well, he's an assist trophy.
Why would you even consider Waluigi? Why would you even consider him? He's just a meme.
That's exactly why!
I mean, like, a one-note meme, not even, like... I don't know.
Alright, we got
So,
our first
Haseo,
sword.
did you reset the death counter?
Yes I did. Death counter was already at 0.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I'm like, what's it? Oh, I want to make
The
sure,
death
okay?
count, the last death counter was for Digimon Adventure, and there were no deaths during that stream, so ergo, hence to forthwith, death counter at 0.
Fuck you
How
too.
easy is Digimon Adventure that you never died during that whole stream?
I didn't get very far in it, so I don't know yet.
A D20 turning into a coffin.
So you haven't, like, played it all the way through yet.
No, not all the way yet. That was I only played through the first 2 chapters and then one of the sub-chapters.
Okay. And how many chapters are in the game?
No idea. It adapts a 50-episode anime, so I'm guessing there are probably 50 chapters.
Honestly, who knows, except for those who have played it.
Well, it's a direct adaptation of the first season, almost line for line, except, you know, it expands on some parts and shortens others. And so far I like it. I'm playing an English fan translation, because Bandai Namco for the longest time were dicks to the American Digimon fan base and refused to export any of the Digimon games to the West.
Well, as far as the suits were concerned, what Western Digimon fandom? It was probably too insignificant for the investment to be worth it.
Yeah, and then we proved them wrong with Cyber Sleuth, because that got localized entirely due to a change.org petition. You know, the one time a change... Digimon Cyber Sleuth, the first game to be localized outside of Japan in 8 years, back in 2014. And it's like the only time that change.org petition has ever actually succeeded in something.
Speaking of which, have you guys heard about that stupid petition that's going around to change the date of Halloween?
Let me guess, they want it to be on a weekend so it's not on school night, right?
Yep.
Well,
then just do your trick or treat on a weekend
change
so you
the
don't
date
have to
of
be
Halloween to a specific date and not have it eventually fall on a school night. That's how fucking dates work.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, unless it's like the last weekend of October, then yeah, I would understand that. But also, that's really fucking selfish, because, like, it's more than just kids that enjoy Halloween.
Exactly.
I enjoy Halloween.
Of course we would enjoy
It's
it.
basically International Cosplay Day.
Basically.
Yep.
To me, it's basically International Troll People Day.
See, there's two kinds of people in this one. One type of person.
And another type of person.
You did not catch the Clay World reference.
I did not, because I'm not familiar with what you're talking about.
Oh, dude, Clay World is classic internet. This is like pre-YouTube internet. I'm actually Facebook friends with the creator of Clay World, Robert Benford. And he's a pretty cool dude. He ended the Clay World series a few years ago with a grand finale that revealed a lot of plot twists about the Clay World universe as we know it. But it also kind of requires that you have seen the Clay World movie in order to know some of the characters. It doesn't really do that much anymore nowadays, apart from stream. And post on Facebook about any time he goes to a bar.
The guy must really like going to bars, for whatever reason.
Well, I don't. What other reason would you go to a bar for them to get drunk? Unless you're going for good food. This is an age what place has good food.
I'll tell you what place has good food. Al's Burger Shack in Chapel Hill and the other location in Chapel Hill that they have. That place is fucking fantastic, man.
I'll be sure to try it in about never.
Yeah, because you're a pescatarian.
You got it right on the head right there.
Hey, well, steamed hams are basically like fish.
How about I just fish you?
Steamed hams are basically fish if they didn't have scales or gills or live in the water or they were made out of beef.
You're failing miserably, Haseo.
I know.
What are you trying to reference this time?
Is it, can it really be counted as failure if you're trying to fail?
You're not trying
Springtime
hard.
for Hitler.
Yes, it's
Failing
a spring.
to fail.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I'm doing a springtime for Hitler. Trying my hardest to fail at something. first boss is Slogger and Gaibon. Already wasted my axes, so I do this the slow way. Alright. Slogger is almost down. I've actually never fought Slogger this long to see him get rid of his spear. When Slogger goes down, it'll just be Gaibon. There we go, Slogger's dead. Now for Gaibon. Alright, he's turned red, he's almost dead.
How come magic is on a meter but not HP?
Because magic only gets drained if you use certain abilities. So you could theoretically go through the whole game without using magic. Alright, Gaibon is dead.
So doesn't that make HP more critical to keep track of? Does make that making more sense to be the one thing you put on a meter?
Yeah, but it also helps to have a numerical value of it.
Why not both?
Because Konami didn't think of that back in 1997. 1997. Whenever the fuck this happened.
Alright. I accept your explanation. Go home, you're drunk.
Flame Hyanard, you are wrong. This version does not have the Maria fight. As the PSP version and the fucking stupid-ass Requiem HD collection that has that in it. The HD version released on Xbox 360 does not include the Maria fight. It is a straight port of PS1 version, but with the FMVs of the castle exterior removed. And they also swap some of the buttons around, so I've got to always train myself to press select instead of start!
Out of curiosity, is
Go home, Konami, you are drunk!
What was your question?
Is this game on the PS4?
Yes, but only in the Requiem collection, which also comes with Rondo of Blood. Which, honestly, if you're going to get that version of Symphony of the Night, just emulate the PSP version, in all honesty. Because then you get 3 games for the price of 1 instead of 2 of those 3 games.
Yeah.
Plus, you just shouldn't support Konami at all.
Understandable. Hell, I haven't even bought any of their Yu-Gi-Oh cards in like, I don't know.
I haven't bought anything from Konami since Phantom Pain.
We are going way up, aren't we?
Yep, going all the way back up to where we were before.
High as a motherfucker.
Okay.
And that's like you show that flame who's lost.
Now, I can't remember exactly where I read it, but I read somewhere that there's like a lore, not exactly a lore reason, but sort of like tying into mythology and stuff about that reason for why the candles give out like money and hearts and stuff. It's supposed to be like freeing the souls of those who were trapped inside the castle that they were paying you to bring.
Oh, that makes sense.
I can't remember where I read that, so take that with a grain of salt. It's either that, or Dracula decided to store his riches inside of the candles and torches on his castle walls.
And why would he do that?
Dracula ain't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Since when else has that been demonstrated, though?
Hey, I'm just going by an explanation from a popular meme video called A Day in Dracula's Life.
So, what's the difference between Dracula and Alucard?
Alucard is the son of Dracula.
So, let me guess, he's like Dracula Jr. except he decided to change his name to Alucard.
He's the son of Dracula and a human woman named Lisa Tepesh. Not Lisa Tepesh, Lisa Fahrenheit.
I guess she was very hot.
You say that about a woman who was burned at the stake.
Well, that makes
Yes,
sense.
that is the joke. That is the joke, and it is a very thick joke.
Yeah, but he didn't know that she was burned at the stake. He's not too familiar with Castlevania lore.
I can speak for myself, Haseo.
When she was burned at the stake, that's what caused Dracula's whole war on humanity. And that also caused a rift between Alucard, whose real name is not Alucard, his real name is Adrian. But he changed his name to Alucard because it's like having, you know, his name being the reverse of Dracula shows that he's in opposition to his father. And he allied himself with the humans instead of allying himself with Dracula.
Yeah.
Because, his mother's final words during her execution to Alucard were to, not blame humans for what just happened because they know not what they do.
So, did she, like, willingly fall in love with Dracula, or...
Yes, she did. She willingly fell in love with him. The Netflix series expands on this by showing how they met.
There's a Netflix series?
Yeah.
Oh my
Came out
God.
last year.
Yes.
Well, again, I don't follow Castlevania, so I wouldn't
It's
even know.
fantastic. It's based on Castlevania 3, which canonically is one of the best places to start at. Because it's not the first appearance of Dracula, but it's the first battle against him where someone's actually successful at taking him down. So it follows Trevor Belmont, Sypha Belmontes, and Alucard. And there was also a fourth guy, Greg Dynasty, but I don't know if he's...
I trust because he was dumb.
It was produced in America, so yeah. It was produced by fucking Frederator. You know, the studio that made Adventure Time and Fairly Odd Parents?
Wait a moment. You seem human, and yet... What do you here?
And here we get Maria.
I've come to destroy
Maria
this castle.
is the
Then we have the same purpose.
sister-in-law
I'll trust you
of
for now.
Richter Belmont.
I'm Maria.
Who has gone
Who are
missing.
you?
Richter Belmont is the guy we were playing as at
Alucard.
the beginning.
Not the talkative type, I can see.
And she's
Well,
come to
perhaps we'll meet again.
Castlevania
if you live
to
that
search
long.
for him. Because
Farewell.
Castlevania, the way Castlevania works is that it rises whenever Dracula is resurrected. Once every 100 years. But this time, it rose after 5 years instead of 100. You know, that's odd, so... That, coupled with Richter disappearing, both she and Alucard have decided to investigate. Alucard has also just awoken from a several hundred-year slumber, so he has no idea what's going on.
So, like, what year does this game take place in?
This is the late 1700s.
Okay.
It might not look like it now, but you'll start seeing enemies later on that wield more colonial-era weaponry, like muskets and stuff like that.
Okay.
Castlevania takes place in all different points of history, ranging from the Dark Ages up to the modern day.
Or at least as modern as this show, as they can get.
Well, Yeah, at the time it was created. The Sorrow games, Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow, explicitly take place in modern-day Japan.
Apparently the Hasbot scared, Borhito.
Oh, it's still set on the, Metal Gear timers. That's why. So, it actually said, "So, you like to play Castlevania?" Which I had set up for the Metal Gear streams. Let's see. Anyway, the reason that, Alucard's mother was executed was because this was, like,
Probably
like 1300s, I think?
like during the
And
witch burning session. You know,
not because she was the bride of Dracula, because the villagers did not believe in Dracula. They thought he was just a myth.
yeah.
But she was practicing science-based medicine instead of faith-based healing. So they burned her as a witch.
Yeah, go figure.
Dracula believes in science, humans don't.
Yes, Dracula of all people believes in science. The Netflix series reveals that she met Dracula because she personally visited his castle after hearing that he had a large knowledge of medical science that she can teach. And the reason that he was drawn to her was because, unlike most humans, she was not scared of him at all, even when he threatened her. She just was not having any of that shit.
To be fair, I would be attracted to her too in that situation. Not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
That is a very hot trait.
Disable.
Oh, by the way, you're going to run into some enemies that you might realize are based off of certain bits of pop culture. Like we get like a fight against Medusa, we get a fight against Frankenstein's monster. There are 3 enemies in this game that are modeled and named after the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. And there's an enemy in this game called Cthulhu. It's not a boss, it's just a regular enemy. A really strong regular enemy, but a regular enemy nonetheless.
Yeah, not the best portrayal of Cthulhu in a video game. Not even close.
Especially considering that it looks nothing like Cthulhu. Although there is an enemy that looks exactly like Cthulhu, but it's not called Cthulhu. It's called Moloch.
Should I beat the staff behind this game over the head with my copy of the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft?
Yes.
My laughter sounds like the Joker's.
I resent that remark.
Or like you resemble that remark.
There. That's your Joker right there. Okay, who the
What I had
fuck-
really hoped to stream was the Saturn version of this, but I couldn't get that to work at all. So, then I tried the PS1 version, and that wouldn't work, so this is the one we're stuck with. Saturn version, while it has longer load times, it adds a few new areas, adds a new boss fight, and adds a new playable character. In the PS1 version and this HD remaster of it, playable characters, by the way, second boss is the Doppelganger. Once you beat the game, you can unlock Richter Belmont as a playable character for the entire game instead of just the intro. But the Saturn version adds Maria as a playable character.
They don't call it the Doppelganger for nothing.
Yeah, Doppelganger's not bad. He also has access to abilities that we don't get until much later in the game, like the bat transformation. Fortunately, there's no, like, health meters for bosses, so they die when they feel like it. The best way I can sum this up.
You sure you don't need a health potion or anything like that?
I'll be fine.
You just got yeeted across the stage. Are you sure about that?
Nope.
Yeet!
Hey, that's Lynn's thing.
And only she can do that.
I was not aware of that.
Alright, now would be a good time to equip a health potion. Health potions are a little awkward to use in this game. Or healing items in general, I should. You have to equip them to your hand. And then you can use them. God, I'm really out of practice with this.
Sprite-based graphics are so beautiful.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I've never seen him do the bat transformation in this fight. Usually he does it in the second fight again. Oh shit, I thought I had gotten him stuck in a loop. Damn it. Damn it, I can't bullshit my way out of this fight. Where's my pot roast?
That joke was horrible playing high enough.
Yeah.
That's being very nice to you.
He usually
right now.
doesn't spam knives like this either. It's like the game's actively trying to be addictive to me.
Maybe that actually is a thing. Maybe it is trying to addictive.
Because usually the way that people beat this guy is to just spam knives at him, but he's not supposed to spam knives back at you!
I'm just so sure it's actually,
There we go!
It could have actually been somebody else just controlling me, so that's probably why it was, you know, fighting back like that.
And we get a new sword, too. Finally get to ditch the short sword. Yeah, proper Gladius.
That's what she said.
I couldn't Zawardo him because I didn't have the stopwatch. Okay, I've never seen that enemy do that move before. These guys are busting out all kinds of moves just because I'm fucking screaming. I should probably equip my shield again. That would be helpful. By the way, shields, for some fucking reason, they only block projectiles. They do not block physical attacks.
I like how the fact is that the save screen is like a D100, or like D20 almost, like...
Yeah, and it turns into a coffin because vampires.
Yes.
Any more questions about Castlevania lore? I could go on and on about the bits of lore that I do know.
I'm tinking.
Don't hurt yourself.
That's you, not me. No.
Doing Castlevania would date you, Hiko? Well, now I think one of the succubuses might. Granted, they would try to kill you, but... no. Win's a win. Doesn't matter, had sex.
When will these guys ever learn to not lose their heads?
Better not lose our heads, though.
Gods, off with their head!
That was a Xenoblade Chronicles reference for, like, everyone who didn't catch it, which apparently is everyone.
Was most of us. Yeah. I still haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, even though I have it on my, my Wii and on emulator.
What?
I have a large backlog of games to play through. I'm almost done with the Kingdom Hearts series. That's the main one I'm focusing on right now. Then I need to finish Danganronpa 2. So I can finally have discussions about that with my dang rogue friends without having to worry about being spoiled.
Oh yeah, there's someone else on my own Discord server who also lives Danganronpa. I'll tell you who it is, like, at a later point.
Okay. Ah shit, I'm cursed. What the curse status effect does to you is it makes it so you can't use any of your weapons.
How long does that last?
Until it feels like wearing off. Like now it's worn off. But when it's worn off, it does stop flashing.
I mean, no one really wants to see it flash anyway.
Now I've got a friend that's really into Alucard.
Just hopping in for a quick second. I want to make a quick comment about the backlog.
Yep.
I have well over 300 games in my backlog.
Yeah,
that chat. Yeah, in that chat. I let you know. Look. In that chat.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get me a drink.
Alright. Almost at the Master Library.
I'm just dying to sink my teeth into something.
There's the.
It's
there's
been
the
a
Master
long time,
Librarian.
old one.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you
Love Master
need?
Librarian.
I need your help.
Young Master, I cannot aid one who opposes the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
I love the fucking with I love the
I'm interested in this.
words. The
Like Thank you.
Master Librarian, because he's like, I can't betray Count Dracula, I'll pay you. Okay!
I can do that for money.
Thank you.
The Galactic Federation's one currency is worth 0 of itself.
Thank you.
Castle map. And... that'll be enough.
Farewell for now.
Oh yeah, I can
What
also
can
sell
I do
gems.
for you?
I'm interested in this.
There, I can sell
Thank you.
Zircon.
Farewell for now.
By the way, those magic scrolls you can buy that tell you how to perform different spells? Completely fucking worthless. You know why? You can perform the spells without the scrolls. They're just fucking inputs. The scrolls just tell you the inputs for them.
Okay, I get
They're a
it.
total con job. Looks like Flame Hyanart's trying to challenge you for your title of Master of Puns. That, so you can say you can't count on this guy. Alright, we got the Fairy Scroll, our first familiar. Now with the Fairy Scroll... oh wait, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of the Fairy Card.
Alucard could sell pork.
No, it's the Fairy Card. It's the Fairy Card that, gives you the, that gives you the fucking Fairy Familiar who basically acts as your white mage.
Alucard could
the
sell
very
pork to one who could not eat pork due to lifestyle or their religious beliefs.
Wait, what? Did I just watch a video?
Yeah! Well, okay, you missed the meeting with the Master Librarian. Master Librarian's whole introduction can be summed up as, hello, Master Alucard! So nice to see you again! I want you to help me stop Dracula. Oh, I couldn't possibly betray Count Dracula! I'll pay you for it. Oh! Excellent!
What you take? How do you accept that currency? Cash, check, or charbroil?
I take it he didn't think it was a very nice pun.
Seriously, he's gunning for your title, man. You gonna sit back and take this?
I suppose not. And there comes my British bloodline.
There's a skeleton Donkey Kong. Skeleton
Nothing you
ape
can do
enemies,
about
they
that.
are legit a reference to Donkey Kong, because whenever they appear, they throw barrels at you. Oh, there we go, there's our bone muskets.
Alright then, fire away. Musket be so obvious.
Got a lot of challengers tonight.
Yeesh. Didn't realize the title was so coveted. Alright.
One-handed level 100. Alright, here's our first teleport room. There are 4 of these in the castle, and you can teleport between each of them by pressing up.
I'm assuming it's completely random as to which one you go
No,
to.
they go in a sequential order. You can tell them apart by the decorations. And now that I've got the magic key, I guess you could call it, I can open some of the magically sealed doors that were closed earlier. This is basically how you could sum up Symphony of the Night. It's getting shit so you can go back to get more shit.
That's how you can sum up the entire Metroidvania genre.
Yep. Except, like, most of them aren't as bad with backtracking as Symphony of the Night is, but in Symphony of the Night, you get, like, the new abilities you get are fun to use. And you get the option to turn them on and off.
Super Metroid does the same.
I haven't played Super Metroid.
I have, but I haven't beaten it.
The only 2D Metroid I've played is Fusion.
I've played and beaten both Fusion and Samus Returns. Also played the 2 other versions of Metroid 2, which are AM2R and the Game Boy version, but I haven't beaten either of those.
Oh yeah, I have played a little bit of Samus Returns, because I finally got Citra working. Turns out that all the issues I had with low frame rates were due to me playing on outdated build. Oh, that's my first death of the night. Got juggled between zombies.
I got this one. Oh, wait, I forgot.
And annoyingly, it takes you all the way back to the title screen. Because, you know, early PS1 days.
Shut up. All of you.
What, you still mad about Code 17?
No,
Still salty, bro?
fuck you.
And then the bot says, don't screw it up, jackass.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't seem to add to the fucking death counter. Oh, that is... Fuck you, Ego! You know... You see
Long
here...
library.
You see here...
We're
Nondescriptive
back
for a
here.
library, but okay.
You see here, Hiko. I'm doing your job for you. So, I mean, if you would be kind enough to actually do the fucking death counter like you're supposed to, then we wouldn't have to be in this situation.
It's not his job. It's your job because you're the one in here.
Well, neither am I, Hiko, so... Nobody here gets paid.
I get paid.
Well, fuck you.
You get paid on November 15th.
Oh, what for?
All the money I've made on Twitch.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a Twitch affiliate.
Yeah. Payout, it works on a 45-day system where it's like, payout is 45 days after you reach the payment threshold required, which is $100. Well, 45 days after the last day of the month where you reach the payment threshold, so everybody gets paid on the same day. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of paychecks that way. If we get far enough into this game to get to the reverse castle, then you're going to enjoy the headless skeleton that's constantly kicking around its own skull. Because guess what its name is?
What?
Yorick.
Alas for Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Somebody is getting ignited with anger.
Oh, by the way, Haseo, Spooptacular, the guy who does the Transformers The Basics videos on YouTube, he just released another one. You wanna know who it is?
Ooh.
Grimlock.
Ooh, cool. Like Grimlock. Not as much as I like Soundwave or Megatron, but I still like Grimlock.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh, me Grimlock like Grimlock? What do you need?
Oh, you don't count, Grim.
I need your help.
Young master, I cannot Grimlock do count? Me king!
You won't go unrewarded.
Since when?
Really?
Okay,
In
Grimlock,
that
if you
case,
count,
just tell me
count
what
to
you
10,
need.
will ya?
Me Grimlock no counter?
I'm
But you
interested
just
in
said you count.
Thank you.
So, count, Grimlock.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you. Me Grimlock smash smart guy face! Thank you.
These fucking magic scrolls, like I said earlier, they are a complete fucking scam.
There's one born every day.
They're a scam because you have access to every magic spell already. The magic scrolls just tell you how to perform them.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
But since they're just a series of button commands, you don't need them in order to perform them. That's a better sword, too.
Let me ask you this, Haseo. When you think of Grimlock, what do you think of when you think Grimlock?
Dumb brute force.
Surprisingly enough, there are 2 incarnations of Grimlock out there.
R.I.D. 2001, I know, is one of them. That's not like that.
Yeah. Because he has nothing to do with the fucking Dinobot. That doesn't even look like Dinobot.
Yeah, because he has a different name in the Japanese version.
They could have called him
Then
something
why
else.
even call him Grimlock in the American version?
I have no fucking idea. Ask Hasbro that. They come up with all the names for characters in English translations of Japanese sequels.
I can tell you why. 2 words.
Why?
2 words.
Marketability?
Trademark.
Trademark is 1 word.
Fuck you. Shut up.
Hey, this is me getting fucking revengeance for all those, but the Pokemon League rules say this is you getting your comeuppance tonight. Yes, introduce him to Shankles the Pocket Knife. I'll HMO on you, old man.
I don't know which one it was either, Hiko.
I can check, but I don't want to.
Because if you do, we're just gonna keep bothering you with that.
Yep.
He found it. But Haseo!
We're not even playing a turn-based RPG!
And even then...
Only one at a time.
And even then, they break their own rules in the games anyway, with all the double battles that you do from Gen 3 onwards.
Yeah, and Pokemon is the only turn-based RPG that I can think of off the top of my head where you actually are restricted to one man at a time.
Except for in double battles and triple battles.
Exactly. Still, the only turn-based RPG I can think of that does that. Normally, you have a group of guys, and it's an exception when you've got one guy out at a time.
Yeah, usually when you've got one guy out, it's because you're royally fucked up.
Or because the plot demands it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Grimlock being named.
Let me guess, IDW?
What do you mean IDW?
Is IDW the other version of Grimlock that's not a dumb brute?
Actually, no. The one that is the other one that is the one other exception is, well, I'm gonna say half an exception because technically I've never seen this in the show because I haven't seen that episode yet. I'm waiting for Hasbro to put it on their site. But basically, the Grimlock from Cyberverse, robot mode, he's intelligent, actually sophisticated. Apparently, in Dino mode, he's nothing but brute force.
There any story reason for that, or is it just quirky character trait for the sake of having a quirky character?
If whatever it is, they haven't explained it yet.
Because I've heard a lot of mixed things about Cyberverse as a show.
I think it's okay. It's not a great show, but I do think that the toy line is crap.
Yeah, the toy line is unmitigated crap. I think everyone's agreed on that.
Yeah. Like,
Apart from the people that are like, it's supposed to be crap because it's the one that's for kids! And I'm like, when I was a kid, first of all Transformers lines except for Masterpiece are for kids.
Yeah.
And second of all, we had better Transformers than the Cyberverse line when I was a kid.
Like, yeah, we had crap figures back then, but,
Hell, most of Armada, even as much as I love the Armada line, most of it was crap.
Yeah. Every single one had a gimmick crammed into it, and that was the figure was built around the gimmick.
Yeah.
No.
But at least they had some complexity to them. They looked good.
Yeah. They worked with the bulkiness. They worked with the gimmicks.
Armada was my introduction to Transformers, personally.
There's a lot of people's introduction to Transformers, so I'm not surprised.
I wonder why that is.
My real, I've seen...
Because it was the first one to air on Cartoon Network, is my guess.
For me, the first Transformers series that I actually watched, at least that I knew that I watched, yes, we will commentate on that. But yeah, so the first Transformers series that I actually watched, but I only saw like bits and pieces of it when it was like on Fox Kids, was Robots in Disguise.
That was on 2015.
Well, duh.
Yeah, but just to clarify, because for whatever fucking fucking reason, Hasbro decided to give two completely unrelated series the same name.
Yeah,
Wait,
which
there was a Robots in Disguise 2001 series?
Yes, it was an anime that was dubbed into English as filler while Armada was being made.
Ah, okay.
Because Armada, the entire Unicron trilogy, while technically anime, was more of a co-production between the US and Japan. Because it aired in the US before it aired in Japan, which led to horrible scripts, messy dub, and lots of animation errors that were later fixed in the Japanese airings.
but we never got those fixes in America, as far as I know.
No, we did not.
But why though?
Because contractual obligations said it had to air on Cartoon Network first. Because Transformers is primarily aimed at an American demographic.
Despite the fact it was originally created in Japan.
So, we meet again, Alucard.
Sort of, under the
It
Diaclone
seems
line.
so.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange.
And
This castle
then in
is different
2015
than I
they did
remember
another
it.
series, which was also called Robots
This
in
castle is a
Disguise.
creature of chaos.
Which was a
It may
sequel
take
series
many
to Prime.
incarnations.
Yeah.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well,
The funny thing
I'll
is,
do my
the
best.
Japanese
Good
version
luck.
was called Transformers Adventure, which made more sense. Even TT Omega said it's like that name sounds better and more original than Robots in Disguise, which we already have a Robots in Disguise from 2001.
Yeah, that would be like if Hasbro were to reuse the name War for Cybertron. Oh wait, they're doing that for next year's toy line.
Everyone's just calling it, as far as I know, everyone's just calling it Siege. So,
Yeah. Although at least with that one, they had the excuse of they're not naming two series that. They're naming a toy line, War for Cybertron, because technically War for Cybertron never got its own toy line.
yeah, a lot of their toys were just,
It was just lumped in with Generations.
yeah.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos, don't feed them to your Skull Dragon, or else you'll end up like little Zan. Go to the hospital for overdosing on Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I still can't believe that's an actual thing that happened.
Please elaborate. I wish to know more.
Okay, there's this SoundCloud rapper called Lil Xan. And he went to the hospital because he ate, I think it was like 9 bags of Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Why would he eat 9 bags of that shit?
I don't know! And, like, the joke was that, haha, he overdosed on Flamin' Hot Cheetos instead of overdosing on drugs or painkillers or something. It's like, no. If you eat so much of that stuff, it starts burning through your stomach lining. And that's what he went to the hospital for.
I got nothing.
Nice night for a shield.
It's a horrible night to have a curse.
I'm on a roll and having a ball.
Alright, the confession booth. Which side do you want us to sit in? The left or the right?
What's the difference?
Actually, you can only sit in this side. There's spirits here. Got away. You guys try and impale me. See, the whole thing here is that spirits come for confession. Some of them try to kill you, some of them give you stuff. Will you go away, fucker?
He's a twat.
Oh, that was one that would have actually given me stuff. Yeah, you can go on the other side. If you go on the left, you get men. If you go on the right, you get women.
Why would you ever go in on the left then?
Because it's confession.
Okay.
You know, like in a Catholic church.
Yeah.
You have to listen to the confessions of both men and women, unless you're a horrible person. You know. I don't fucking know. See, she sits there, she confesses her sins. Yeah, that's it. I think they're supposed to give you stuff, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Now we got fucking skeletals with boomerang chairs. Yes, they are skeletons that disguise themselves to look like they're sitting in chairs, but they're actually holding boomerangs. And we got flying skeletons. Got ravens.
Oh, it's one of those flying monkeys.
Yeah, basically.
Apparently Dracula has been outsourcing help from the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's not the only Wizard of Oz reference in here, as I've stated earlier. Also, the three enemies based on the Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. But you don't encounter them until the inverted castle.
We'll see you there. That wonderful wizard.
Fucking bird, man.
Bird!
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. The bird is
Here
the
we
word.
got the hunting girl enemy. Is Spooky Ghost. Oh, can't go through there yet. We need the special armor or cat transformation. There. Got a blue raven. Why are there blue ravens? Who fucking knows? All of that for life up and silver armor.
You say that as if it's not worth it.
There's better armor in this game, but to climb all the way up to the top is yes. Because of those ravens that knock you down, because there's nothing that nullifies knockback in this game. Alright, take him out with the power of fucking Jesus. Because we just got the Bible power up.
Is it Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus is the main prophet of the Christian faith. Jesus is the coked up chicken.
I had a classmate in middle school who was named Jesus.
Let's see who gets that reference.
Not me.
It's a reference to classic game. There's a recurring character on Classic Game Room called Jesus the Coked Up Chicken. Here we fight a hippogriff. Bible basically acts as a shield. Like most Bibles do.
Not a very big shield.
I thought most of them acted like toilet paper.
Well, we keep that kind of edgy humor to the private chats.
Oh. My bad.
You are going to hell now. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll be in good company there.
Alright, Hippogriff is dead.
Buckbeak?
Buckbeak is dead. And oh hey!
Impressive.
Maria is in
You're
another
very
place that she
strong.
couldn't have possibly gotten to!
What is it you want? You
Is
didn't
it
come
me,
here to
or
tell
does
me
Maria
that.
her sprite kind
You're
of look
right.
almost like
Do you know the name
female version of
Hector
Link?
Belmont?
Of the
Yeah, I
Belmont
can
clan?
kinda see it.
Of course,
Oh my
but
gosh, you're right.
He disappeared about a year ago.
But with
And
thigh-high
I'm sure
boots.
he's here. If you see him,
And a
please let
miniskirt.
me know.
Very
as you wish,
Because
my
of
lady.
course they would add those to a female
Thank
link.
you. So, you do know how to be
Well,
a
they
gentleman.
didn't do that to Linkle. I think. I can't remember what Linkle was like exactly, except that she wore a hood. I remember more about the Rule 34 of Linkle than I do Linkle's actual art. Because thank you, Base Shad Man. Alright, we got Cutlass. See how it stacks up to our saber. It's still not as good as the saber.
That's what she said.
Now, one thing I should note here is that this game has multiple endings. By multiple, I mean there's a shit ending, and then there's 3 more endings.
Yeah, a lot of Castlevania games are like that. A lot of Metroidvania games are like that. That are
Yeah.
Metroid games.
And the shit ending is one I'm going to purposely avoid. Just because it is such a shit ending that doesn't even let you play the second half of the game. It's like, you done fucked up, mate. And it lets you know that you fucked up.
That's the one where that happens if you kill a certain boss instead of doing something else, right?
Yes.
By the way, no one's suffering a cut from my edgy joke earlier, right?
Ooh, we got Tearfing. It's a cursed dark sword. Oh, drops our attack down to 0.
So what do you have to do to remove the curse?
It's with the item. It probably has some sort of secondary effect that doesn't tell you about. That's typically how that's typically how a lot of the items that seem to be worthless work. That they have like some sort of secondary effect to them that you have to figure out yourself. Like, you know, the armor that we were stripped of at the beginning of the game, like all the stuff that made us OP as fuck? You can find knockoffs of it. You can find knockoffs of it in one area. And they have shit stats, and if you equip all of them, it changes your name from Alucard to Alucart. And like, it gives you shit stats in everything except for luck, which means you deal a shitload of critical hits. Alright, we got the Leap Stone, which gives us a double jump. There's our map, because I haven't shown that off yet. And another teleportation room.
Teleportation. Quickly, let your minds rely on mine. Teleportation.
I don't get that reference.
That is a line from an episode of Pokemon Generation 1.
Ever since I've seen the Generation 1, any of the Pokemon anime, so...
You wouldn't get that reference.
yeah.
Finally, something that you didn't get.
A lot of things I don't get. Like life. Do you understand life? Do you?
I understand it. I understand life perfectly.
It's technically meaningless, and it's up to every individual human being to find the meaning in their own.
Thank you for ruining a possible joke I was about.
Both of you got ruined by being cut off.
Well, I'm glad you were so amused by it.
See, I understand life perfectly. You wanna know?
I was quoting The Room.
The way I see it is, it's all a joke! Anything anyone ever told you was funny. It's all just a monstrous demented gag. So why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing?
You know what I have to say to that?
What?
I cannot tell you, it's confidential. Anyway, how's your sex life?
None of your business.
That is one of my favorite out-of-context lines from The Room.
I hate The Room just for what it is.
You shouldn't hate The Room. The Room is like an experience, man. Even by bad movie standards, it's one of the best bad movies.
Wrong game,
Like-
Hasbod.
Yeah. I would fix that, but that would require starting the bot over again.
Let's see, what number Hasbod are we at now? What's the power reader say about this bot?
It's exactly 9,000!
What? 9,000? There's no way that can be right!
Or if we were to, if you want to go with, the, Team 4-star version of the over 9,000 gag, it's 1,006! Wait, what, really? Yeah, kick his ass, Nappa! Yay! Nappa, wait, what? I had the scouter upside down. It's over 9,000! Ah! Why do you sound so bored? Because still not a threat. But to me!
Apparently Hugo's taking over the job of annoying you with that line.
Good thing I'm not reading the chat.
But Haseo, the Pokemon League rules say only one at a time.
You know I can kick you from this call at any time, right?
You can, but you wouldn't. You're not going to. I know you're not going to.
Wanna try me, mate? You fucking what, mate? I'll bash your fucking head in, I swear on me mum. You wanna have a go at it, mate?
But Haseo.
There, he has been muted. Now go sit in the corner until you've learned your lesson, Lord Megatron. Are you ready to come back now? Are you ready to come back now, Lord Megatron? You're unmuted.
Fuck you.
I knew that muting you would piss you off more than just removing you from the call. Because you're still in here, but no one can hear what you're saying.
There's one thing I hate. It's not being able to speak.
Alright, we went up before. Let's go down this time.
Down the Goblin Town.
By the way, tables are attacking us now.
Because why not?
Would it even be a Castlevania game if, or rather a Metroidvania game, if sentient furniture did not attack you?
Sentient furniture doesn't attack you in Metroid.
But it seems to do that in a lot of Igavania games. You know.
Yeah. It doesn't attack you in Does it attack you in any of the Shantae games?
Not as far as I remember.
I honestly can't remember. It's so long since I played Shantae. By the way, you know who... You know... Speaking of, genies, with that, fucking remake of Aladdin coming out, I'm like, no. Will Smith is not an acceptable substitute for Robin Williams. But, especially because Will Smith's career is just down the shitter in recent years. Yeah. And he honestly thought Suicide Squad and After Earth were good ideas. But, you know what I would pay to see for a live-action Aladdin remake?
What?
If instead of trying to do the whole Robin Williams genie shtick, they instead put Shantae in there as the genie.
You know they won't.
Think about it.
You know they won't.
I know they won't do that, because that's too good of an idea.
What sense would that make, though?
It would play out, here's how it would go. Aladdin finds the lamp. It would be like that one Shantae fan comic. You're like, what? With Bolo and Shantae, except it would be Aladdin instead of Bolo.
I know exactly which Shantae fan comic you're talking about.
It would be like, Aladdin finds the lamp, and he rubs the lamp, and Shantae comes out. Like, I am the genie of the lamp. I will grant you 3 wishes. State your first wish, master. Then Aladdin, upon seeing the sexy genie girl, says, I wish to have sex with you. And then it turns into a porno.
Again, there's a reason why they won't do that.
Because it's too good of an idea! Better idea than a live-action Lion King movie.
Better idea than a live-action reboot or remake of an animated film, period.
Yep.
The worst parts of The Last Jedi were better ideas than Disney's live-action remakes.
You know what one of the most pointless changes in a live-action Disney remake was that I can think of?
What?
Them setting a specific time period for Beauty and the Beast. Because if you look at it from a historical standpoint, it makes no fucking sense. And here's what I mean by that. By the way, here's Cthulhu.
That's Cthulhu. Looks nothing like it.
Just hops around and shoots fireballs at you.
My book of the works.
Oh, and shoots fucking sonic booms at you! I did not know that!
Sonic boom! Wah, wah, wah.
I have never seen him do that before! Anyways, like, they decided to answer the question nobody was asking of, what time period does Beauty and the Beast take in? By saying it takes place, after the French Revolution. You see where I'm going with this?
Vaguely.
The French Revolution was all about removing the royalty from power. Why would anyone want the Beast, who was a prince, to be turned back into a human and reclaim his throne? If this that causes more problems than it answers. Because no one cared what time period it was in before. And by setting it in post-French Revolution France, it's like, okay, let's say that he does get, does get turned back into a human, and everything's all hunky-dory. Then the villagers find out, oh hey, he's the last remaining bit of royalty here. Time to go fucking execute him! That's one thing that Doug Walker should have brought up in his Nostalgia Critic review, instead of just constantly shitting all over everyone's performances. And them not using practical effects for the Beast.
He did a review for the new Beauty and the Beast.
He did a whole month of reviews of live-action Disney remakes. But,
oh, was that
was
like,
those reviews?
was that like his Disney December thing?
No, it was not a Disney December thing.
Oh.
Because it was Nostalgia Critic.
That's weird, I did not even see that.
You didn't. They weren't very good. Because most of it was like, weh, they changed things, I don't like this.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like any, like, Doug Walker
He doesn't like any kind of change, but then, when people didn't like how much stuff the Looney Tunes show changed, said that everyone was whining about it being different.
Yeah, and yet he's being a fucking hypocrite when he whines about anything in Disney being different.
By the way, his next review is going to be Rubber, that movie about the killer car tire.
Why?
I don't know, it's not the kind of movie he should be reviewing. And it's a satire, and he's previously shown with his last Action Hero review that he doesn't understand satire.
I guess I'll have to roll that one off my watch list.
That seems more like something for like Valus to review. But oh wait, no one's left at Channel Awesome except for Doug, Larry, and Brad.
And don't forget Rob.
What?
Don't forget Rob.
Rob doesn't make any content, so I don't count him. And Larry's only there just to see if he can be the last person left on the site. But you know, God bless Larry Bundy Jr. He is a god among trolls. To the point where he did an interview with Chris Chan. for one of his videos. And it wasn't even like trolling Christian, it was just like completely straight. I'm like, the dude's got serious balls to do that. Because Christian, as I'm pretty sure a lot of us are aware, is not exactly the most stable individual.
Yep.
I mean, this is the guy who, when he was told by someone, either clean your room or shove your Sonichu medallion up your ass, he went with shoving the Sonichu medallion up his ass. I am not making that up! He took pictures to prove it. I wish I was making that up, but no, he legit did that. But, yeah, Guru Larry did, like, a serious interview with Christian, just asking him, like, questions about, like, are there any games you're looking forward to, or, you know, just simple questions like that. Treat him very respectfully. Granted, it's respect that Christian probably doesn't earn, because Christian's a shitball. But, just check out, the lecture on the history of Sonichu for a good, brief summary of Christian, if you're not aware of the whole lore of Christian. Because there's this guy who did a university-style lecture about Christian and Sonichu on YouTube. Like, he even delivered it in front of a class of other YouTubers. And I made Lord Megatron watch the whole thing.
And I hate you for that.
You hate me for a lot of more reasons than that.
Yes, I do. That just adds to the list. One of these days, Haseo, whenever I meet you, I'm going to
break my chubby neck, I know. How many times are you going to tell this story?
Apparently as many...
Hey, Grimlock, say, get to good part!
That is the good part. Unless you actually want me to get my ass out there, I just do it right then and there.
Hey, at least I'd have some company.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days, Haseo. What's the date for, NekoCon?
It is next weekend?
I'm not talking about...
So, I'm not going this... It's always the first weekend of November.
Okay.
I'm not going this year because of multiple reasons, one of which is the play that I'm in it opens that weekend. So I cannot miss.
Yeah.
I cannot miss,
you don't have an understudy.
Weekend. I don't have there's no one has understudies. So it's like, if anyone were to drop out, then that fucks up the entire production. And we may be fucked in one way, because one of the actresses has pneumonia.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I remember when I had pneumonia, that was very unpleasant.
Yeah.
Like, at multiple points, I was like legit thinking I was gonna die.
Apparently she's good enough to go back to work. I don't know about acting in a play. So I feel like telling some more Castlevania lore. Anyone got questions about Castlevania lore?
Is there any point, like, during the Cold War that would make sense for a Castlevania game to happen?
God damn it. It could, theoretically, because, the last canonical appearance of Dracula was in the War of 1999. So, during the Cold War, he could have theoretically. Damn it. Being trolled by the fucking... I forgot his name already. Kokichi twins.
Two of them?
Yeah. Lynn and Scarlet. They both have Kokichi Oma as their profile picture.
Did not know that. And it's not twins, it's just Lynn.
Okay.
So, no twins here, it's just Lynn being Lynn.
He's got enough energy to count for two people.
I'll be back. I'm back.
Welcome back. What transformographizer are you messing with now?
What makes you so sure I'm messing with the transformography files, well, whatever.
Because I can hear the clicking.
Oh. It's C-clamp, general C-clamp from the, basically one of the figures I got at TF-Con today.
Ah, one of the Tripredicus Council.
Yep. Tripredicus Council now in session. The Truds, while Wavefront, that disrupted the station has been identified. Signature matches of ships loaded by Megatron. Megatron. The last
You know, that's something I like about Beast Wars Megatron, is that he's not the leader of the entire villain faction in Beast Wars. He's just the leader of a splinter.
Kind of like how animated Optimus Prime was just the leader of that group of Autobots, not the entire Autobot faction.
And same with Beast Wars Optimus Primal. He wasn't even the leader of the Maximals, he was just a...
Yeah, he was just the one that was in charge of that ship.
Well, I'll be damned.
He assumed command when no one else was available, while Megatron he had his own machinations going on that went against the wishes of the Tripredicus Council. So, he was not only hated by the Maximals, he was hated by the Predacons, too, apart from those that were already loyal to him.
And that was very few and far between.
Yeah, like the ones you saw on the show, those were the only ones that were loyal to him.
And even still, there weren't a lot of them. That
They
were
still tried to overthrow him every now and then.
like Pterosaur, who apparently was the fucking Starscream of the series.
Yeah, for like one episode.
2 of them.
And yet he wasn't the one that got possessed by Starscream's ghost.
Yeah.
It was fucking Waspinator of all bots. Because Waspinator is the best character on the show.
Yeah, right. Voice
Waspinator deserves better treatment!
Yeah, Waspinator deserves better treatment, but he's never gonna get better treatment.
Waspinator is finally happy, and then Beast Machines undoes Waspinator's happy ending.
But, you know, the funny thing is, Waspinator liked being cool. Like your bag. Have they ever get blown up and, chicks, big, brooding, chick bots, big, brooding, loner dicks?
Can we all agree that Waspinator is one of the best Transformers characters ever?
He's one of the most abused.
Yes, and that's why he's one of the best. He gets abused, he gets shredded, he gets blown to pieces, and he keeps coming back.
Yeah.
The whole reason that the fans love him, which is that he is the universe's bitch, was just because, like, the writers hated him and wanted to kill him off, but the fans loved him so much, so they just took out their frustration on him by having him get hilariously injured and mutilated at every fucking opportunity. Now that's how you deal with a character you don't like! You don't kill him off, no. You keep him in there,
I
but
am taking notes.
you don't just kill them
I am
off.
taking notes.
You do not just kill them off. No, that's too easy. What you do is you keep them in the show, but you have horrible shit happen to them on a regular basis. But it has to be hilarious horrible shit, not like sociopathic horrible shit. Like, to give a difference, Waspinator getting comically injured in several episodes, and coming out, you know, fine afterwards. And even getting a happy ending in the end, not counting Beast Machines. That's a good way to handle that. A bad example of, you know, bad things happening to a character you don't like for comedic purposes would be Meg from Family Guy, where it derails the character so much that it makes them become sympathetic instead of, you know, funny.
Shut up, Meg.
And then they made Meg even they even made Meg completely unsympathetic by turning her into a complete psychopath. Because, you know, Family Guy's gone down the shitter.
So I've heard.
Hello, Chanendorf.
Also, apparently Scarlet is wanting to know if she can be mean. I don't quite understand what she means by that.
I don't quite understand what she means by that
Scarlet Starheart.
This game has great feng shui. What? Excuse me, what? I know nothing of feng shui, so I'll take your word for it.
Your face knows nothing of feng shui.
Well, my face is part of me, so therefore, that is correct.
I am technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
Yeah, like the last house that my grandparents on your side of the family we're in had a house with good feng shui unintentionally because they intended to make their living room circular, but it ended up being octagonal instead.
This is not the PS4 version, this is the Xbox 360 version. I'm not getting the PS4 version because I'm personally boycotting Konami, no matter what they put out. And also because I already have this on PS3, Xbox 360, and PSP, so I don't need to pay for the same game again. Besides, the PS4 version is literally just Dracula X Chronicles without the 2.5D remake of Rondo of Blood, thereby, you know, being a worse package overall. Alright, we finally activated the elevators.
Da 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 da. Sorry if I'm being obnoxious. I'm just easily amused by the delay in audio, akin to an echo.
Yeah, I wish there was a better one.
Oh well.
Let's get our first transformation, the wolf. Here's our wolf transformation. Now watch as I bork at these bone muskets.
What's important about it?
Hey, they are made of bones. Doggos love bones. Are you putting 2 and 2 together and getting 55?
Face put 2 together and getting 5.
Because we already did the 7 times 13 equals 28.
Yes.
It does not equal 28.
I already proved it to you in 3 different ways.
That means nothing to me.
And why come it means nothing to you?
I don't know, just because.
Oh, there's a big ghost skull! Oh my god! And now it is dead. I killed the ghost.
If it's a ghost, it's already dead.
Now it's double dead.
They said you were dead. You must be double dead.
NANI?! No, 7 times 5 is not 28. 7 times 3... 7 times 13 is 28. Look up the Abbott and Costello skit for proof.
Because they apparently quote-unquote proved it.
Yes, yes they did. They proved it unequivocally.
You can't even say unequivocally.
Yes, I can. I just chose not to say it correctly.
Yeah.
See, I can prove it. Fuck you.
Well, fuck you too. What you coughing for, Percival?
Yeah, my drink went down the wrong pipe.
One of the people in the Discord chat when you were added to the group chat asked if your name was a Ready Player One reference.
No.
Of course not. That character's name isn't Percival, it's Parzival.
Besides, it was a Bakugan reference when I came up with it.
I feel like I'm like the only person who never watched a single episode of Bakugan. You know, apart from people that didn't grow up with Bakugan, of course. Oh god, this section with the fucking Medusas coming out, Medusa heads coming out of everywhere. And the yellow heads can turn you to stone.
I guess you could say you'll be stoned after that. Eh?
Eh? Eh.
Your face is...
No, my face is much worse than eh.
Hold on, I gotta head to the restroom.
Alright. Okay, now we got harpies, and now we don't have harpies.
Why the fuck did you have to go and get harpies for?
There's another harpy. And now it's dead too. Who's up for some Kentucky Fried Harpy?
I summoned my harpy lady in attack position.
I play myself face down.
I equipped cyber shield to my harpy lady.
Cyber armor.
Fuck you. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Okay, Mai was one of my favorite characters on the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Because she was such a troll.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Plus, she was sexy, so that helps too.
Yeah. You were pathetic as kids, weren't we?
What do you mean as kids?
Well, I'm not pathetic, that's the thing. At least not anymore.
Hey, if Grape-kun can have a waifu, then so can I. Let me rephrase that. If Grape-kun can have a waifu and be celebrated across the internet for it, then so can I.
You know, today at TFCon, one thing I'm a little disappointed that I didn't manage to pick up, but it was good price, was the Combiner Wars SpotCon exclusive Megatron, the one that turns into the double-headed dragon.
Oh yeah, that was the repaint of RID Megatron, right?
Yep.
That was supposed to be Transmetal 2 Megatron.
It was actually supposed to be Transmetal 3, because it was originally, because Fun Publications
Hum Publications didn't actually come up with this. This was 3H back when they owned the license to do Bakon. They were doing...
That's 2 deaths. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, I mean that's another death. How many deaths are we on now? That's our 3rd.
That is our 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was I? I forgot.
3H.
Oh yeah, 3H owned the rights to Bakon at the time, and they wanted to do this whole thing where, with the Universe War, like the whole idea of bringing, with Primus bringing Optimus Primal back to life, since the Universe War takes place after Beast Machines. Apparently, since the fact is that Optimus Primal was the main reason why Megatron stayed stuck at the core of Cybertron. Since he was pulled out, Megatron was freed as well. And there were pictures of it, of what it would look like, but they never released it because they lost the license before they could produce it.
Gotta love licensing issues.
Roger.
Here comes the battle droid.
I don't know. Yeah, like several vendors had the figure, but I'm like, the price was just too high because they wanted like over $200 for it.
Yeah, that's too much.
Like if they had over 100, that was a more reasonably priced, but 200, hell no.
Speaking of Beast Wars Megatron, there's a kit bash someone did that I've got to show you that I saw in this Facebook group I'm in.
Oh?
Where they made their own kit bash of Optimus Primal to turn him into not Optimus Primal, Optimal Optimus to turn him into Optimal Megatron from Beast Machines.
Nice.
And then there was also someone that did a kit bash of Dinobot with a more modern interpretation of a Velociraptor, which means feathers!
I've seen someone on YouTube who goes by the name Ano. They did a video of that.
Yes, and then this person made a figure based on that video.
Oh god.
And there was also one person who did a kit bash of, I don't know which character, but it was the bear one, based on a Robot Chicken sketch.
Oh yeah, they took Polar Claw and turned him into a panda bear.
Yeah, they did that.
But that is a fucking maximum! This council now in session. At very long last.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Because my skills are starting to just fucking drop, mate. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. Should I bother with a raid tonight, or not?
I'd say not, honestly. It's too much trouble.
Alright. Alright, so I'll see you Monday night, same trash time, same garbage channel. Latest.
Latest.